Let's just bring you the latest line. So the terror level in Belgium has been raised to its maximum following these attacks across the city. Let's go to Jack Parrock, who's standing by for us live now. Jack, just give us the latest. What can you tell us from where you are there at the European Parliament?
Well, firstly, I'd just like to excuse this rudimental telephone that I'm using rather than a proper earpiece. My phone, my mobile phone and the mobile phone connections appear to have gone down here in Brussels at the moment. Nobody can get through to me. But I am sat just outside the European Commission building, and the road that just follows just down 2 meters away from me leads to the Malbec station where this attack happened on a metro train. This is a very busy train station. Many of the European Union workers and the people that work in the EU bubble use that train station. And in fact, a friend of mine was on that train, and he sent me a text to say that they were traveling from Schuman to Malbec. Schuman is where I am now, to the Malbec station, and there was an explosion as they pulled in. He said that he managed to force open the doors of the metro and run and escape. So this is obviously an incredibly personal attack. One of my best friends was on this train, so there's some really there's some fear in this city. I have to say, it's very, very shocking. There's sirens. The whole city is ablaze with sirens, and now we're just trying to work out exactly what's happened and the casualty levels, obviously.
Well, very concerning, Jack, as you do say, an attack taking place on a number of transport networks across the city. And as we continue to look at live pictures, there does seem to be an increased, obviously, increased level of security services. As you were travelling across the city, what was the mood like? What were people saying to you that you were able to speak to?
People were very, very scared, as are we all, I think, on the streets. I had to walk here because the metro was down and there were people rushing very hurriedly. Normally, this area of the city, the EU institution, Schuman area, is incredibly busy, but we've heard that everybody in the institutions has been told to stay in. We are obviously looking out. We have a good vantage point here to see what's happening, and the Malbec station is just down the road there, as I mentioned. As I walked to the office to get into this studio position, there were people running away from Malbec very, very quickly. So this is a scene of a terror attack. I don't think I can explain it more clearly than that. It's obviously incredibly unnerving for everybody here on the streets.
Absolutely, and there are Belgian media reports that it was a suicide attack that took place. This obviously comes. This comes hard on the heels of the arrest of Abdeslam. But of course, one of the worrying things that coming out of that arrest over the weekend was that this was warned. There was a threat against Brussels, and that there were a number of people still in the area, still in Belgium, who might be willing to carry out further attacks.
Certainly, we heard from the Belgian federal prosecutor and to the Prime Minister, many people, that they were expecting further attacks, that they believed that the network was still continuing. So yeah, they didn't believe that the arrest of Salah Abdeslam was going to be the end of the attacks. But I certainly don't think we expected such widespread attacks across the Belgian capital. And I suppose there was an assumption that the security services were obviously trying to prevent any attacks. But we didn't have any warning of this beforehand, for sure not.
Okay, Jack. Well, if you just wait there for a moment, and of course, stay safe.